Imagine cutting your case management workload in half while still delivering exceptional service. Sound too good to be true? Well, it's not, thanks to the power of AI. Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm Caleb. Welcome to my channel, The Trusted Advocate. With over 10 years of case management experience, I'm going to share with you today 3 AI tools that can help make you more productive and more efficient, and at the same time, save you a lot of time. I'll be sharing 3 game-changing AI tools that can streamline your process, enhance client communication, and ultimately make your job easier. Let's unlock your potential and transform the way you manage cases. First off, we have ChatGPT. ChatGPT separates itself from the competition in 2 major ways that I think. The first one is going to be contextual understanding. ChatGPT is designed to maintain context throughout conversations, allowing it to deliver more relevant and coherent responses based on prior exchanges that you've had with it. The second way it stands out is through engaging communication. ChatGPT aims to create a natural and engaging conversational experience, offering a personalized response that resonates with the user's tone and preferences. So for this example, I'm going to be using ChatGPT. You just go to ChatGPT, you can type it into Google, wherever you find. I'm going to feed it some prompts and let's see what it comes up with, and kind of show you the power of ChatGPT when it comes to case management. So I'm just going to give it a prompt here and ask it to generate some resources for me and see what it comes up with. Wow, just like that, you can see I asked it to generate physical therapists for me in Fairfax County, Virginia that accepts Medicaid. And as you can see, it spits out 5 resources that you could use for serving your clients in the Fairfax County, Virginia area. And so this typically would take me anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even longer, trying to find resources for individuals that's looking for a specialty or something of that nature. So this is kind of like painting a picture. So let's see what else we can find. See if we can find some dental providers in Woodbridge, Virginia. And as you can see, ChatGPT did an amazing job finding those providers instantaneously, where it was done in probably less than a minute. If I were to do this on Google or Bing, whatever, trying to find individual providers myself, again, this could have taken me anywhere from 20, 30 minutes, maybe even longer, trying to identify these providers. And also, I will have to still get on the phone, call them, make sure they still accept Medicaid, well, they accept my individual's insurance. ChatGPT kind of streamlined that for me. And if you want to go even further, see if we can find some therapists, 5 therapists, right? As you can see right here, it kind of spits out those providers as well. It does an all right job with what you give it. If you want to get more specific and more acceptable output from ChatGPT, another thing you can do is kind of give it a personality, and and it can actually perform a lot better. I don't have the time to kind of go through that right now, but let's keep moving. So here's another thing you can use it for: making templates, email templates. For this example, I'm just kind of explaining, asking it to write an email template, thanking a group home for accepting my client on such short notice. And as you can see, it kind of did an excellent job creating that email template, just thanking them. This is a made up group home, so it's not real, but as you can see, its ability to kind of craft emails very quickly. You can also do out of office emails as well if you want to kind of get that going. Perfect. And as you can see right here, you can see the perfectly crafted out of office email that I was able to describe. Thank you so much. All right, and so we get our out of office email that we can use seamlessly for days we're going to be out of the office. So let me see if I can do one other prompt here to kind of give you a better look at what this is. All right, so let's go and put this in here. All right, so another thing is for professional case notes, which is something very important as a case manager. You have to be able to put in case notes after every interaction that you have with a client, family, just so you can keep track of what you're doing, what the challenges are, what you talked about. And so we can use ChatGPT for this, as well as it can seamlessly and effortlessly create a professional, compliant professional case note for us to document if we're in a hurry and we're not able to put everything down. So let's see what it comes up with. And as you can see, just like that, date, client name, my name, type of visit, purpose of the visit, summary of the visit, observations, discussions, our plan, and also, most importantly, our next steps. And this is important for the person that comes after me. If I'm out of the office, somebody can just come in, look at my case notes, and pick up right where I left off. And so this is the perfect application of ChatGPT if you're a case manager. So I would highly recommend using ChatGPT to streamline your workflows. And not only that, you can use all of the other two that we're going to talk about as well. So next we have Gemini, which is a Google product. And so we're going to use this AI tool as well. So two of the top strengths for Gemini is going to be its comprehensive understanding. So Gemini has the deep understanding of like a wide range of topics that you can provide information to, and get detailed responses to a variety of different prompts and questions depending on what you feed into the system. And you just got to know how to engineer it, tell it what to search for and what information you need. The second area that it's going to be strength for Gemini is going to be its versatility, right? Just like ChatGPT has its versatility, Gemini has its own versatility as well, specific for Gemini. And that's going to be because it's a Google product, it's going to work best with Google products like Gmail or Google Drive or anything that's on the Google platform. It's going to be optimal for those things in those areas. So Gemini can adapt to different context styles, performing tasks such as it can write different kinds of creative text formats, translating different languages, and providing summaries of factual topics. One of the limitations of ChatGPT is its information is kind of not as up to date, whereas Gemini has the most up to date information from the current year, whatever that year is. For this example, it's 2024, so it has the most information up until 2024. So next we have Gemini, right? So Gemini, we're gonna go to gemini.google.com and we're going to see what we can get from this AI tool. And one thing that is good for is resource information, creating resource lists for your clients that might need information. So for this example, we're going to be looking for housing resources, employment options, and mental health options. And let's give it an area, let's say in Fairfax County, Virginia. All right, let's see what it comes up with. Right, so we saw what ChatGPT came up with, and so for this, it's going to give you actual links that you can click on and go to the web browser for that resource and kind of get more information to. So this saves you a tremendous amount of time and can increase your efficiency and limit the amount of time you spend on resource searching the internet, on Google, searching through different links. Once you type in resources in Fairfax County, if you go to like Google per se, you might spend a significant amount of time just clicking through resources, when this kind of streamlines that for you, and it provides the resource link as well. So now let's see if we can actually ask it to categorize this list that it gave us. Let's see if it can categorize it, right? Based on eligibility requirements and geographic location. So as we can see, it was able to do that, right? So it tells us where it is, what part of Virginia. It tells us the eligibility requirements as well. So this is a significant AI tool that I feel like every case manager should be using. Will save you a tremendous amount of time searching the internet, resource allocation for your clients. So this is definitely something you should be using. If you haven't been using it, you should be using it. It's free. So I don't see why you won't want to use it if it's free, and it can save you a significant amount of time and help you spend more time with your clients and individuals and families out in the community, spending time with them and helping them get exactly what they need. So let's see if it can find us resources for therapists as well. All right, so as you can see, it was able to pull up 5 different speech therapists, the address, location, Google Maps, so you can actually find them. And this is like a significant resource, because not only does it pull up the providers, but also pulls up addresses, their Google star rating, and everything, right? So let's see if we can get them to categorize this list as well, for therapists based on eligibility requirements and contact information and location. Let's see what it does. All right, so as you can see, it was able to do that, right? We have the location, we have the provider, and we have the contact information. So again, this is a significant tool that I think all case managers should be using. You can use it for more than just that, but for this example, I just wanted to see if we can get resources, contact information, and locations. And you see how seamless it was able to do this in under a minute, right? Whereas this could have taken me 20-30 minutes surfing the web. Lastly, we have Perplexity. So Perplexity is another AI tool that all case managers should be using, because of its ability mainly to stand out from the crowd, is this ability to cite and provide the most up-to-date references, as opposed to something like a ChatGPT that can give you answers, but it doesn't necessarily provide those references. So the 2 main strengths as well for Perplexity is going to be its extensive knowledge base. So Perplexity has the access to a wide range of information across a variety of topics, that enables it to provide detailed and insightful answers. The breadth of knowledge allows for engaging discussions on different complex subjects. The next thing is like its natural language understanding, because it understands your intent, your context, and it allows for smooth, coherent conversations. Its ability to kind of generate like human-like responses makes interactions feel more personal and tailored to whoever the person is feeding it information. But most of all is going to be where it really stands out again is its strength in providing references to the information that is providing, that is feeding you. And it also has the most up-to-date information, because Perplexity is kind of like a search engine, an AI search engine, kind of like Google, but it's artificial intelligence, right? Instead of just pulling up a list of links, it summarizes those links and gives you the most pertinent information, so you don't have to click through a bunch of different links to try to find the information. It summarizes it for you and feeds you the information once you type it into the chat box. So that's going to be where Perplexity stands out. Next is Perplexity. So let me go ahead and get into Perplexity, right? So this is another free AI tool that you can be using. And so one thing I'm gonna go ahead and start here. Let's see if it can give us the new regulations, rules and regulations for case management. Let's see what it comes up with. All right, in Virginia. Let's see if we can get some updated information, which can kind of keep us up to date so we don't have to read through a bunch of articles and links, right? And as you can see, it kind of like summarizes everything about case management. And you can see at the end of some of these points, you'll see numbers. And so these numbers are kind of linked to the reference or the resource that it put this information from. If you want to kind of dive back in and click on it and go to the actual link to get more insight, right? So you can see it right here, the Department of Veteran Affairs, right? And the more specific you are with your prompt, the more specific information you'll get. But I was kind of vague. This was kind of giving me vague information for everybody, but it also gives you other alternative questions you can feed it, right? So you can see that right there. And so let's try another prompt, right? So let's see what the requirements are for a CL waiver. So anybody that works in Virginia know that Virginia has different waivers for people that's receiving case management services. So the CL waiver is one of them. And as you can see, it was able to pull up, all right, this is the free version. So it was able to pull up the criteria for a CL waiver to kind of save you a tremendous amount of time. I know I get tons of questions about this from families, like what are the requirements? And as you can see, it kind of goes over all of those requirements, divides, meeting the priority level and things of that nature. You see the eligibility, functional eligibility, and then you also see divides. And if you click on this link, it can take you to where it got pulled the information from and give you more information about the CL waiver, right? So you can see the functional eligibility, financial eligibility, and how to go about procuring waiver, right? And so this is just another tool that you can use. Again, I'm not one to kind of say one AI tool, ChatGPT is better than Gemini or Gemini is better than Perplexity. I think that you should be using all three of them, depending on what you're looking for and the information you're trying to get. They all have their individual benefits and strengths, and to produce the most efficient information and provide the most accurate information, I think you should be using all three. Like I said, depending on what you're looking for. And Perplexity is another one if you are looking for quick references that you can provide to families. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you found these AI tools as exciting as I do. If you really want to streamline your case management and elevate your practice, be sure to give these tools a try. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more valuable insight. And if you want to find out what it's like to be a case manager, just to kind of see in real time what a case manager does, go ahead and click on my video right here, Day in the Life of a Case Manager, to learn more about it. I'll see you in the next video.